Welcome to another episode of The Canon, where I bring you the latest in comic book and superhero movie news. I'm your host, Terry. I'm ready to bring you stuff that matters. And today we are talking about Cable, baby. Josh Brolin as Cable has been unveiled. This comes after last week's reveal of Domino, played by Zazie Beetz. We get two pictures that get a look up close at Josh Brolin's Cable, as well as a full body shot with his armory and all that good stuff, full CG looking perfect. Alright, I'm going to keep this. What else would you do with it? You have to keep this. So, I will say that I never was one of those people that was worried about how Cable would look in live action. Just because, for me, he pretty much is a crew cut, laser eye, metal arm, army looking dude. So everybody's talking about, I want to say his name, Stephen Lang, the guy from Avatar. Everybody wanted him to play Cable. He looks just like him. And I'm like, yeah, because Cable pretty much is like just a regular army dude, except he has the laser in the arm. The thing with Cable is, in the comics, he's always been shown as a just overly large human. And so, of course, going into the live action, you just got to kind of concede some things. The Rock can't play everybody. There's no human that big, and we can't, cast Rock in every role. So I have to have those same things come to terms with when I see Shazam. For the longest, I'm like, you cannot get such and such a Shazam because they don't look big enough. But we just got to get over that. They're cartoons for a reason, they're drawings for a reason. Real life action, So with Cable, I was never really worried about it. And then Josh Brolin was cast. I'm like, yes. As far as just the gritty look, the voice, the chops to be, back and forth with Deadpool, but also be, real stern when he needs to. I knew Josh Brolin was going to be perfect for it. The guy plays Thanos. So, but then seeing this picture, man, yes. Between Zazie Beetz giving us an updated looking Domino, and this very modern, very Terminator-esque looking Cable, I'm down for it. I don't really see many problems besides, Josh Brolin isn't gigantic, Okay, so what? Until we see the actual footage, you can't say for sure, but just on aesthetics, I'm down with it. And I really do think this happened because of the backlash with Domino and Zazie Beetz. I thought it was great. Most of the initial people that saw it thought it was great, but then you start getting hardcore fans, which you kind of knew was coming, and unfortunately the racist people, where they were just like, that's not my Domino. That's not, whatever they say, hashtag not my Domino. And I get it, because they took some liberties with the character, but if you're just like, oh, she's black, she's not Domino, okay. You're mad they didn't paint her face white and do the black, okay, I understand. That's a difference, but if you're like, she's black, she's not Domino, go home. So, alright, but that is, I don't know. I think this was kind of saving grace. Like, okay, let's just get the conversation on something else. Alright, tell me what you thought about Domino. Tell me what you thought about Domino. Tell me what you think about Cable. Are you excited for these two together? Go to the comment section, let me know. Last little piece of news. And really, I kind of pushed it in there because I didn't want to do one news story. But we had David F. Sandberg, the director of the upcoming Shazam movie, come out last week or 2 weeks ago and say, this is going to be the most lighthearted and fun movie in the DCU so far. I'm going to lightly keep this. So, the reason I'm okay with this is because it's Shazam and the person you're talking about. Billy Batson in the character Shazam, which is my favorite, by the way. I grew up a Green Lantern fan, but at some point Shazam became my favorite. First piece of hero clothing I even bought was a Shazam hoodie. But Shazam is my favorite. So when it comes to him, there's so much you can do with it, but you definitely want to capture that essence of, hey, he's a kid with superpowers. Not, he doesn't turn into a grown man. He may look like one, but he's still Billy Batson. And so when the director described it as Big, the Tom Hanks movie where the little kid wishes to be an adult, but he still has the same mind as a kid, that's pretty much what it is. So I like he referenced that. The problem I have is that Jeff Johns and whoever else, they're coming out saying going forward DCU is going to be more light and optimistic and fun and that. And I'm not trying to get into the dark and gritty versus light fun debate. We've done that on the canon. What I'm concerned is that you've already started a universe with one tone, one concept, not even the tone. Let's not talk about colors and move. Let's talk about the concept. The concept was from Nolan's Batman's, even though it's not part of DCU, this is where it started. Let's look at these heroes as realistic. Let's put them in the real world and not make it fantastical. How would things actually play out? And so you did that with Man of Steel. You did that with BVS. And so on and so forth. So to switch gears dramatically would just really disrupt everything you did, because now it's going to feel like two different universes. And I'm not saying they're going to go straight Marvel cheese with it. We'll have to see. But even if you just shy away from that realistic concept, it's not going to feel right. And I like everything we've gotten so far. So I'm scared to see a tone shift. But really, it's just more about making a universe that's very uneven. I'm scared of that. But with Shazam in particular, yes, that's a character you 100% want to capture that childlike behavior. And I don't want them to be too jokey with it, because you have to look at Billy Batson as a troubled kid also. I don't want them to shy away from that. He's not a Boy Scout. He's an orphan. He gets kicked out a lot of places. Don't shy away from him as, kind of a bad kid. He has to go around killing people or anything, but he's a bad kid. He's trouble. He needs love. And so don't shy away from that. But I can see it being a fun movie because it's a kid in like a John Cena body or something. So it'll be fun. But anyway, yeah, so that's the news for the day. Go to the comment section. Let me know what you thought about Josh Brolin as Cable. Let me know what you thought about the Shazam movie. Are you happy with that tone? Or you expect something different? Like, thumbs up, subscribe, and if you heard it here, it's official canon.